Wow, today is the coldest day by far since I've been here. We're just on the bus to Shenzhen, Luowu. Going to catch, cross the border, get the MTR and meet up with some friends and hang out. And in Hong Kong for a day. Okay, just got off the bus and we're approaching the border checkpoint. It's still early, it's about 10-ish. This is the exit from the Hong Kong side. Still fairly quiet, but come about 11 o'clock, 11:30, this is going to be mad here. They estimate about 1 million people come to Shenzhen every weekend. 1 million, sorry about the noise. 1 million people come to Shenzhen at the weekend for dining and shopping. So behind me is the port of Luowu. The other side of that building is no man's land. You cross over the bridge is Hong Kong side. And this is Luowu Business Center. Business, loose quote, is a shopping center inside with a lot of food massage, manicure, facials, what have you. If you didn't want to travel, you can actually just go inside from the Hong Kong side, straight in there. And you're spending about 1/3 of the cost of all these things. Food, manicure, massage, dentistry, everything you name it. Plus all the handbags and watches are in there. But you do pay inflated prices for the handbags and the watches in this place. If you know where to go, you actually go to other places. But there's an actual lack of Chinese tourists going over to Hong Kong because Hong Kong is just so expensive. It was going to be part of my vlog. As we take a day in Hong Kong, it's a Sunday. Hardly any people. When I used to travel into Hong Kong on a weekend, there used to be an influx of Chinese tourists heading over to Hong Kong side because of all the attractions. And funny enough, a lot of people go over there to do a lot of shopping in Hong Kong. But now it's the reverse. The Hong Kong people are coming to Shenzhen. They used to limit 2 cans of baby powder from Hong Kong side to China. I think that limit is still in place because it's cheaper and people can trust the milk powder. There were a lot of problems 10 years ago with fake baby powder, fake stuff, fake food stuff, but the authorities have clamped down on it and it's a lot better now. So we're going to cross that border in about 5 minutes and I won't be able to use my phone once I get into the terminal. There's no cameras or no signs saying you don't, but just common sense. Don't get your camera out on border control. It's the same around everywhere, around the world. And as I say, if you do cross Luowu border, you might miss it because you actually just go straight down to the MTR and go to wherever you want to go. But if you go straight up there, inside there, all the ground floor and the basement is full of food. Really yummy food and this is the border, so it will be inflated by about 5 to 10% compared to the rest of Shenzhen. Shenzhen is massive. 40 years ago, it used to be a fishing village of 30,000 people. Yes, there was only 30,000 people in Shenzhen, which was a fishing village 40 years ago. Now there's close to 14 million people living here. And it's the dubbed Silicon Valley of China. All the high-tech companies, all the major, massive companies have their headquarters here. Okay, this lady behind me is touting business for manicures and massages. She will take clients to the actual shops inside the shopping center, and I guess she's on commission. And she'll get I don't know how much commission they get, but each customer they will get actual commission. And all these guys around me, behind me here, the same. This guy behind me, the same. The guys are usually taking you to the handbag shops and the watches and what have you. But you will pay a little bit of an inflated price. So you do need to negotiate if you're going to get your handbags and your watches in Luowu City. So you just got to be careful they won't rip you off. You're just going to pay probably 20% more than 25% more than if you knew where to go properly. Oh, this guy's handing out cards, you can see. He's a bit camera shy, of course, because he's selling watches. I am actually so shocked entering the terminals. I've never seen the crossing so quiet at any time, let alone on a Sunday. It just shows that the lack of Chinese tourists going over to Hong Kong. Yes, it's after Chinese New Year, so there is going to be a drop, but never this little. There's, look, hardly anyone crossing over to Hong Kong. Right, finally some people. This is the bottleneck where you get across the border and you have to board the MTR straight away. You can't actually go into Hong Kong until the next stop. So this is the final stop, Lowell, and this is the MTR. So yeah, not as many as I say, but I was wondering just then why there was a lack of people, but it's still not as many as I would imagine on a Sunday. Right, the first thing you notice when you come into Hong Kong is the cost of living. Now, I've already said all the MTRs in China starts at around 2 RMB for your journey, and it's capped at 9 RMB. So roughly about 20 pence to a pound is capped. Now, Hong Kong MTR, this is going to cost me around 40 Hong Kong dollars to get to Hong Kong from Lowell, which isn't that far really. It's a 50-minute journey, considering there's a lot of stops. So hence it's 40 Hong Kong dollars. That's £4. That's nearly 40 RMB. So that's the difference, just crossing that border. That's the border right there. You can see the barbed wire. And that river separates Hong Kong and China. Since I've been here last, they've installed these safety barriers. I think that's across the whole of the MTR network now, which is a really good idea considering the amount of kids that there are around. Some of them in Shenzhen, but not all the stations. I think most of the stations actually have these safety barriers now. Right, empty carriage. Don't know where all the people are. They were packed upstairs. But these are Hong Kong MTR trains. Considering these are 30 years plus old, they're not in bad shape, are they? Yes, metal chairs, they're uncomfortable, but you're only going from A to B, and it's hygienic, easy to clean, easy to maintain, and it gets extremely hot in Hong Kong. So, brilliant idea. I'm not a professional traveler, nor am I a professional vlogger. I just like taking these vlogs and showing you guys my experiences. I've spent roughly nearly 3 months here now, and this is on my last stint, so I'm making an effort to see my friends in Hong Kong. We're going to hang out for the day, get lots of food and walk about and catch up. And if I get any of the facts wrong and the figures wrong, just tell me in the comment and correct me. But these are the figures and facts that I know myself, my experience. So if I get anything wrong, just excuse me. Sunday afternoon, 12 midday. Not a lot of people for Hong Kong standards. This is the ladies' market. They're all just setting up. We're in one of my favorite places in Hong Kong, Sam Shui Po. Very few of these places left in Hong Kong. Very, very traditional Hong Kong market. Selling all sorts, everything. We're in a shopping centre called Golden Computer Centre. On the basement, it's all PC, accessories. Everything you can think of is here. Want to build your own PC or buy a PC and accessories and things that I don't understand. And on the ground floor are PlayStations and Nintendos and Sony. Just gonna grab a quick bite of lunch. This bowl of noodles and some vegetables cost us around about $90 each. You can drink open beer in Hong Kong, and there is actually food everywhere. But this bowl of fishball costs around $20. Head off to an evening Japanese meal in the restaurant that's been open for around 25 years. That's very good going to start a business in Hong Kong. The bill came to $3,200 for 4 people. Yes, that was quite extravagant in the price range, but once in the blue moon. So that came to around £80 per head, around £320 this meal. And thank you for watching.